Hi, my name's Paul Hess. Today I'm going to talk to you about what life is like as an illustrator. This is my studio, well I call it a studio, but essentially it's just a spare bedroom. So if you can just imagine your bedroom at home with the bed removed, the wardrobe removed, all your toys out, and then I could just move in there with my drawing board, computer, I've got bookshelves over there, drawers with art material, all sorts of things like that. That would be my studio. I've got a great big bin down here. I need a big bin because I make lots of mistakes, but you're allowed to. You don't need to try and get it right first time every time. The most important thing is to have good ideas. Now this is Nail Soup here, and it's a story about a traveller on a very bleak wintry day, and he's walking through the woods and it's beginning to get a bit dark and the snow's beginning to fall, and he thinks, I need to find myself a bed for the night. And he sees this cottage over here and he thinks, oh, that will do. Looks like a good place to stay. However, the lady who lives in that cottage is very cold and very harsh, and she doesn't want anybody staying that night, or any night for that matter. She says, I do not put up travellers. However, he's a rather nice gentleman and he manages to talk his way into staying the night. He ends up cooking her dinner and telling her lots of lovely stories and things like that. So anyway, she decides after all that she's actually had rather nice time and that maybe having travellers to stay is not such a bad idea. The next day it's all bright and sunny and there are leaves on the trees and flowers in the grass. And that wouldn't really happen in real life, would it? One day it being cold and bleak and snowy, and the next day it all being warm and sunny. As an illustrator, you don't have to do things realistically. It's quite fun to come up with new ways of looking at things. For example, the trees in this picture here, they're heart-shaped, and that's to show that the farmer and his wife, they're very much in love. There's hearts on the gate, there's lots of little hearts everywhere. So you don't have to sort of just do boring tree-shaped trees, you can have a lot of fun there. Now one of the things that people seem a bit afraid to do is copy, and you shouldn't have to worry about copying because that's where we get all our ideas from. Now for example, here's an image of my favourite castle. I love this castle, it's great, and I've often got it pinned to my wall when I'm drawing and sketching out ideas, just so I don't have to rethink it all. I can just look at that and copy down the ideas. As you can see, there's that castle. I've only used a small bit of it, but I've got the idea there. And again, you can see it on this spread here, how I've used that castle. So I haven't copied the castle, I've just used elements from it to help create my picture. I want to come up with a really new idea for something that somebody might wear. And so I was just looking through books and things like that, and I came across this, and I thought this was perfect for what I was after. And this is what I did with it. I used it, and as you can probably guess, as a crown. I thought, yep, perfect. And I've been using this as a crown for lots of different kings now. I think it works rather well. So as you can see, when you're looking for a new idea or something like that, rather than trying to make it up out of your head, you can look around at different things, different objects, and get ideas from those. But once you've got your ideas floating around in your head, then you've got to start sketching out your page layout. For example, here in Peter Pan, I have to draw an image of Captain Hook when he captures the children, okay? So I've sketched out a couple of different ideas, as you can see here. It's going to be a pose like this. Right, you little children. Or you could go for the side view, which is a bit more like, ha-ha! So I've done the pose, and then from that I can draw a much neater Captain Hook with his costume on. So even though I'm in the right pose, I still have to add things like the hat and a coat that looks like a coat that Captain Hook would wear. One thing you might not have thought about and realised is how long it takes me to do all this. Starting from a blank sheet of paper and sketching out the rough sketches to the finished artwork, as you can see here, has taken me 2 whole weeks. So, and that's working sort of 9 till 6 o'clock every day. So there's a lot of hours there. So yeah, 2 weeks to do a finished 1 page. So as you can imagine, a whole book takes me a good 5 months work.